the hottest pop culture stories of the day. Like, we've got Santa's here. I know it. Hey, guys, it's a serious story, and I really messed it up.
She's trying to say Savannah Guthrie returned to the Today Show.
Oh, thanks. Also, what's going on with B. Spears' kiddo? Because he is saying that Kevin Federline can't have anything to do with him. This is hot to go. I'm Brittany.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Santa.
Yes! Santa.
He's here.
Our show would have such high ratings if you were.
Okay, so let's talk about Savannah Guthrie.
Yes, as you guys know, Savannah Guthrie's been, her and her family been going through hell ever since her mom got abducted, and we have no signs or no clues where she's at. It's been, I think.
And it was at the beginning of February? It was, I believe early February that this happened, and the weeks have just stretched on and on and on.
So
65 days.
I was going to say, I know it's 2 months at least.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And so she's back in the anchor seat. And Kendall, you watched the episode. You're a big Today Show galley.
I love the Today Show. I've been watching since I was a kid. I think just anyone who likes the Today Show, it was really nice to see Savannah back on a level of, she's been part of that anchor desk, part of that team since it's either 2012 or 2014. So she is what you think of when you think of the Today Show. Her and Al Roker. So it's really nice to hear her voice, see that calming presence that she brings to the table every single time. You could also tell that although she looked beautiful and her hair and her makeup and her outfit and everything was on point, she wore a yellow dress and all of her coworkers been wearing the yellow pins to sort of show support and solidarity of her and with her mom. She looked like she's been through a lot. Like she just looked like the world has been heavy on her, and you could hear it in her voice. You could see it in her frame, and you could tell that everyone there, although they were, it's news. They are not going to be mushy-gushy about it, but they were like, we are so happy to see you. We've missed you. You could tell she was like, thank you. On to the news. Like, it was not something she could even
sit in.
No, like, it was like, I need to just be at the job right now. The only time that it seemed like she was close was when Al Roker, who is the meteorologist there at the Today Show, has been for over 30 years, said, I really love seeing you sitting there. I've really, really missed you, and like very endearing. And you could tell she was like, too much.
Stop.
Too much. It would feel good to get back into those moments of normalcy that you haven't had.
It's a muscle memory thing too, where you go, I can click into this. I know how to do this. I'm sure there's been times, compartmentalizing in that job is necessary. But I think, I keep going back to the idea of there's also, I don't want to say a finality around it, but a little bit of a different kind of loss when you're going, we're not stopping everything in our lives anymore to search for my mom.
Right.
And that would be really hard.
Like, does it feel like we're giving up?
Does it feel like we've decided that this is done?
Ugh, yeah. Yeah, it would be awful. I don't think anyone in the world envies that position.
Yeah. Sending so much love, her and her family. And I think we can all understand that, especially because she's got kids and a very full life. It's like, there is something that is a little bit of like a blanket, getting back into the job that you love.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, now on to Sean Preston Federline, or is it Sean P. Spears? Britney Spears' son, who's 20 years old, recently has changed his name on his Instagram. He's updated his Instagram handle, to be clear. Britney Spears and Kevin Federline are the parents of Sean Preston Federline. Well, his new handle has switched from Sean Preston to Sean P. Spears.
Okay. And this was just after he and his brother were both with Brittany on a boat celebrating?
Yep. This is following her DUI arrest.
Okay.
Not too soon after that.
Because
after that.
We were all really, I think everyone felt really good for Brittany that her sons were part of her life, because we've heard time and time and time again. It has very much affected her mental health that they are not a part of her life because they're her babies. So to see them smiling on a boat together
was nice.
Great.
Yeah, they've always had a rocky relationship. And, there's conversations around insiders are claiming that they've had more conversations around what their relationship is after this DUI and that she has been spending more time with them after this DUI.
Like they want to be there for their mom.
Mm-hmm. And this is like a little bit of a public nod or a little bit of a sign of support of his mom. So I don't know since it didn't go from Sean Federline to Sean Spears, to be clear. It went from his, he had his Sean Preston, which is his first and middle name, to Sean P. Spears. So, my only concern I have, as a, I think as a parent, you go, I just hope he can have both parents. And I don't want him to lose the one that's maybe been a little bit more reliable to him just because he's feeling like he has to choose sides. And the reality is you don't. Especially as you get older, you really don't. So, yeah.
Do you think, I'm curious what both of your opinions are, because I know I have mine. When Kevin Federline's book came out, and there were not only a lot of disparaging things about Brittany, but a lot of stories about, I guess the best term I can have is some type of almost alleged abuse toward their children. Our initial thought was did he get permission from them to tell these stories? Because they're not really his stories to tell. Do you think him publishing that book and all these little quotes coming out has impacted his relationship with at least his son, Sean?
Yeah, I think that impact is the perfect word, right? Better or worse. And you're 20 years old. So it's those stories could be true and you're mad that he told them. Those stories could be not true and you're mad you told them. I think that is such a great way of asking, as I would assume, yes, it would impact your relationship with your dad when he's telling stories that are also your stories.
And many people felt like it was call it what you will, but a cash grab from Kevin Federline to be able to capitalize on these stories. And much of what was told in that book were the perspective of the kids. So again, unless, I don't know if it was a situation where he said, I'm going to share some of these stories and you're going to see some of the benefit from them. They could have written this book. They could have told those stories.
Yeah.
They could have made a profit off of it like their dad did. And he did this now before they got the opportunity to. Yeah, I'd be a little upset too.
And especially because of the timing, right? We found out that this was right around the same time that he wasn't making money from Brittany anymore because his kids were all legal adults.
Yeah.
And he hadn't been working and he's got other kids. He's got a mortgage. And it's not hard to see why he wrote the book. It's the only reason we would ever read Kevin Federline's book is because we want to learn about Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Right? I think that it was a very poor choice. If he wanted to protect his sons in any way, if he wanted to continue to be that stable figure, as Brittany said, it's not surprising that then her sons would be like, all right, I want to be there for mom because why would you, I wouldn't want my parent sharing any dark, dirty anything about me, especially when you're this famous and it's icky.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's why a lot of people don't. It's a lot of it's funny because I'm to Kevin Federline's credit, I do believe a lot of those stories are probably very true. I mean, if you watch Britney Spears and you hear about Britney Spears, you go, these can all be very true.
Right.
But a lot of people in abusive relationships or in relationships where one of the parents is unhinged or whatever, don't ever go public with those stories because they're I'm not the only person that story affects. And they deserve to have their own narrative. And a lot of parents do. They just opt out. They go, as much as we see it all the time, they just choose it's not mine to tell.
Right. If he did legally change his name, he certainly would be the only celebrity child ever do it. There's this list that I was just looking at. So Suri Cruz is now Suri Noel. We know Shiloh Jolie Pitt. A lot of the Pitts are now just Jolie for their last name.
Yeah.
Even Malia Obama, she goes by Malia Ann. She's I don't want, all the attention. So sometimes it's not even something that's bad. It's like Elle King. That's Schneider.
That might have been
bad.
That one was, yeah.
That's an example of bad. But so many celebrity kids, like, and this one's sweet, like Liam Neeson's son goes by Michael Richardson because of his mom.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's unheard of if he wanted to go, I'm done with that. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, something that we thought we were all done with is Kanye West. Guess not. He's headlining a music festival in the UK. It's called the London, it's just a London music festival, Wireless Festival. Everybody's pulling out because of it. And who? I'm talking about all the ad dollars. So like, hey, really bad idea for your wallet. Pepsi is just the latest business. PayPal. There's a company called, it's not as big here in the States, Diego. I don't know if you guys had heard of it, but either way, all of these companies are now withdrawing their support of this music festival because he's headlining it. The prime minister has publicly stated that they're like, this is deeply concerning. We want nothing to do with having this person even in our country, much less headlining a festival for the first time since he made all the horrific, over years, we might add, anti-Semitic remarks. Kanye has, since he pulled out that op-ed just in 2025 in the Wall Street Journal that just said, like, to those I've hurt, he really attributed to a lot of the erratic behavior and anti-Semitism to his bipolar disorder and apologized. But I mean, again, it's been years of this.
Yeah.
I mean, so much so like selling Nazi merchandise.
Yeah, I was going to say, praising Nazi and talking about, there's just.
You can apologize, but you don't get to come back from that. Like, you just don't. And I don't know why this festival was like, this is a great idea. Let's have him headline.
Because he sells tickets. But at the end of the day, if you lose your sponsorships, then, I mean, it's actually kind of endearing because money talks. Like, we can sit here all day and be like, morally, you should not hire this person. Right. But the fact that they've lost like 3 giant sponsorships goes, okay, like, that's actually impressive because you know that these tickets are going to sell. He just, Mike, was he LA and sold out?
Yeah, just in LA. This was his first return to concerts since all of this went down. And he's kind of been on wherever, been in hiding in Tokyo for a while is what we've been led to believe. So, but this is a huge, I mean, last year Drake was the spot that Kanye West is going to be in this year. Nicki Minaj the year before, Doja Cat, I mean, Travis Scott. Like, these are some massive names. This is a massive show. And they decided, okay, it's time.
Not a good look.
No.
Still not a good time to associate yourself with him. And that probably never will be. Oof. Tell me about Mario.
It's a me, Mario. It's a me, Moneymaker McGee. We've got Mario, Super Mario's Galaxy movie. This is the second one in the reboot of it all with Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Anna Taylor-Joy, and Jack Black as Bowser. Now, this bad boy has been in theater for 5 days, I believe, and it is smashing the domestic box office. Looks like it's got a 5-day total of $190 million. And I think as of this year, third highest movie thus far, but only 5 days in, I have a feeling this might top the charts of 2026.
This is insane. Mike, you went to the movie. What'd you think?
I did. It was fun. It was, if you like the first one, you're going to like this one. It's not as good as the first one, but again, that's because that was the first one.
Novel.
It was the first time we saw like the return to it. Their animation is fun. It's so colorful and beautiful, and the sounds are great. The music, it's a fun environment that kiddos are going to love. They know how to make, they know how to add the right jokes at the right time. And if you played any of these Mario games from anything from the NES, Game Boy, all the way through N64 and now to the Switch, you're going to get little references and inside jokes and little things that are going to be poking at you. That's what the movies are really built on, is just the Easter eggs of it all. And we got some new cool characters jumping in, like Yoshi and Bowser Jr. It's fun.
Well, you were talking about Princess who?
Princess Peach or
Princess
Rosalina?
Peach. Rosalina.
Yeah, Rosalina. She's the protector of the galaxy. The cosmos.
Doy.
Her.
Uh-huh.
If you don't know anything about any of these things, am I like, is this worth my time? I like to jump on a bandwagon when it's a fun one. And this sounds fun.
I will just say most of it's going to go over your head.
Great. That's like most of my life. So
I'm just being honest because, like, again, you asked earlier today, Mario, that's the one you play on a Nintendo.
A Nintendo.
And I said, yes, that's that one.
sorry, my thumbs aren't that nimble.
Yeah.
You're going to still probably enjoy it. Like, if you're watching it with your kiddo's going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it from that standpoint. You don't have to get all of the Easter eggs or inside jokes, but there are plenty of them, and it's really built off that. I'm not going to say it's like the greatest story by any stretch, and it's getting crushed on like Rotten Tomatoes by critics because, again, it's not a great movie, but kids and millennials gonna love it.
It's a fun ride. Gogo started watching it because I was like, oh yeah, when we talked about it last week, I was like, she hasn't seen this or been introduced to Mario at all, and she's loving it. We watched half of it last night and we'll finish it tonight. It's just fun.
Cute.
And it brings that energy back to the theaters because you're just walking out. We went to the 1:00 show and you walked out and it was just mass humanity of people.
I love that.
Like 50-year-old dudes dressed head to toe in their overalls, in their Luigi suit, in their Mario suit, and then just kids who are just like so excited about this movie. It's awesome.
I love that vibe.
What's the word I learned? LARPing. They're LARPers.
Sure, for Mario LARPers. Sure, we'll go with that.
Mario LARPers.
Isn't that
I'm
a
actually
thing?
shocked you remembered what a LARPer is. Now, to be clear, we also on that same segment found out you are LARPer.
That's how I remembered. It hit deep. I went, oh, it's me.
It's
Live.
me.
It's me. LARPer. Live action role player. Because we said, how many times have you dressed up as a dragon? Dragon rider?
Dragon 0, Dragon Rider at least 15.
Yeah.
There's a really cool dragon in this movie, by the way.
Ooh.
Now, hey, guys, why don't you lead with that?
I might have to get Gogo to the theaters and watch
It'd be
this.
so much fun.
She's just so fun.
It's hot to blow.
At this point, we head on over to Mike Ganger, our producer and blind item expert. What secret on the internet might be the next to blow?
Well, speaking of movies and the box office, he was the man of 2025, and he is going to be the man of 2026 as well, as he'll be in 2 of the 3 highest grossing movies. Well, maybe throw in Mario there as well. But Pedro Pascal had a massive year last year. TV shows, movies. Going to have another big year, as we mentioned, with The Mandalorian and Grogu. That trailer looks super fun. Saw that again yesterday. But he also is, I don't know if he's hard launching or we are just for the first time seeing a little bit of him out and about with a potential boyfriend. So again, just to clear everything up here and just to talk about, again, Pedro Pascal never really talked about identifying any way when it comes, sexually. Never really. He's been in publicationships that we would call publicationships here, where he's been with stars that are in movies that he's been with, but really never been open. It's always been a conversation around it. Super supportive, but just, again, not a conversation we've always had. Well, now we are seeing these pictures. About a month ago, we got pictures of him and Rafael Orlara, and those two were watching a movie together. A lot of touching, a lot of feeling, a lot of butt grabs. I'll be honest, that's what it was.
There's the butt grabs.
There's a lot of butt grabs.
I love it. Mike's in a place of, hey guys,
Bingo.
I'm ready to just say it. There was butt grabbing.
There's a lot of butt grabbing. So there was a lot of moments there. And we've got a little bit, again, in Hot to Blow, a blind item here. This belief that it sounds like Raphael, by the way, he dated Luke Evans for like a couple of years.
Like Gaston?
Yeah, Gaston from the live action Beauty and the Beast.
Luke Evans is gay?
Yes.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
Oh my. It's Jonathan Bailey all over again.
Oh no.
It's Slutty Little Glasses Jonathan Bailey all over again.
How did I not know?
Yeah.
Now I feel fine that I have a massive crush on him because he'll never like me. That's the only thing standing between
I'm
us.
so glad that we're safe.
Yep.
Also, I didn't know who Luke Evans was.
What?
No.
Shut up.
Fast movies. He has a lot of, he's been in a lot of stuff. But
I've missed this man's whole career. I looked at the movies and I went, I don't know who this person is.
I love Luke Evans.
So those two dated for a while. Now don't get this guy confused because I did earlier today. Don't get him confused with the Chilean soccer star. This is an Argentinian film guy. There's 2.
Oh, the Rafael?
Rafael, the guy that he's rumored to be dating. There's 2 people with the exact same name, Rafael Olara. He is
It's a lucky name.
Argentinian creative director. But again, what we're believing here in the blind and what's kind of being sold to us is the fact that Rafael, because of that high-profile relationship he had with Luke Evans and also taking to social media and showing their love off in such a very positive, big-time way, seems like he might want to do that with Pedro, and Pedro's not quite ready for that at this point.
Oh.
And
Number one,
maybe-
this man has great taste.
Yes.
Excellent taste in men. Thank you.
And maybe Pedro's getting a little frustrated that the paparazzi just happen to keep showing up wherever he and this guy are hanging out, because Pedro Pascal is shooting a movie right now and was walking down the street with Rafael, and sure enough, the paparazzi were right there to take a picture of it.
Okay, and I really want to ask you guys, do you think that, okay, so if Pedro Pascal is gay,
Yep.
do you believe in this day and age that, because he's a leading man, he's played a lot of, mostly exclusively straight men is his roles he's played. Do you think his career would take a hit if he did openly come out as gay? And I know that we would all in our hearts of hearts say, no, but.
Right. Like, do we think that Hollywood and their money mentality?
Yeah, and then wanting the mass appeals.
Right. I would hope not, because we just brought up Jonathan Bailey.
Yep.
Right. Like, that's a great example. He is still seen as sexiest man alive. He is still making money off of those roles where he's playing a straight man in shows and in movies that are massive blockbuster takes. So I don't think so. But Hollywood is controlled by such a small-minded sometimes group of elite, older, white, cisgendered men.
And you also go there, they do the whole what would middle America think? And what we have to have this play for the masses.
I don't know. I feel like with Pedro Pascal, though, and then I'll let you go, Mike, but I feel like his is more just, I want my private life private. It has less to do with being concerned about his career and more just, there are things in my life that I would like to keep just for me.
Yeah, I hope that's the case, and that truly is a belief, and I do believe that as well, because I think a lot of us just love Pedro Pascal and want to, but you do understand why he's the face of Fantastic Four. He's going to be the face of the next generation of these Marvel movies. It's horrible, but it's a reality that has happened since the 1960s in Hollywood. This whole idea of the conversation of bearding and the beards in these in the blind items and whatnot, and it's not a shock what we're getting and what we're seeing. I don't buy the narrative that this just happens to be this guy calling the paparazzi and saying, hey, we're going to be here. I feel like this is a situation where he's getting ready to hard launch this and have that conversation. And I really, really hope it's a positive one.
Yeah.
And he sees nothing but more opportunities because of it. And we move forward. And then we don't have to have this conversation ever again. Because from a representation standpoint, we do now have a Hollywood leading man who's openly gay.
What do you think, Britt?
I think that he probably, unfortunately, did it the right way, hit it early on and got a lot of the roles that he got. And maybe he did solidify himself as a real, I can play any role. But I think that it would probably be hard to do that and be outwardly gay from the start. Because it feels like people are so scared to take a chance.
Right.
Yeah.
And even Jonathan Bailey of it all, Wicked is a huge blockbuster, but it's also a theater kind of crew of people that probably maybe are more open-minded to that. And I foresee, since Pedro Pascal kind of set the stage of he appeals to everyone and we all want to bang him. But again, I'm it sucks to even have these conversations for sure. And I also go, at some point your career gets so big and so it doesn't even matter. You just have to live your life, because he can't keep living his life so separately.
So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that and see if more develops as he's shooting that next movie.
It's Hot Mess.
Tom Brady is the thirstiest man alive. Guys, we just told you last week that he's been talking about, I don't know, what would it be like if I came out of retirement? I talked to the NFL. They weren't really into it, to which we said, yeah, bro, because you own a team.
Also, the way you said that was giving I talked to my parents and they said, if your parents will let us have a sleepover.
That's the vibe I get from him, though.
Totally.
It really is.
I talked to the NFL and they said, I can't right now, but maybe next weekend.
Yeah. Ever since Giselle found, I don't know, normalcy, happiness, a supportive partner, he's been out of his mind.
He's been crazy.
Thirsting for attention.
Crashing out in the best way.
Okay, I told you guys not to read this article.
But does not eat refined sugar.
Because I need you to breathe this in with me.
Okay.
Tom Brady has announced his next gig where he's teamed up with Ninja kitchen items. Like,
Ninja Creamy?
Like a Ninja Creamy.
No.
To upgrade fans' backyards with their outdoor products. The name is Tom Upgrady.
Let me upgrady.
Oh, my.
Upgrady. Upgrady.
I cannot.
Let me upgrady.
I cannot stress enough how cringy this is.
This is the first time I've aligned so hard with Tom Upgrady.
Tom
Because
Upgrady, his new persona that sees him upgrading fans' backyards across the country in partnership with Ninja.
So I use my Ninja Creamy every night. Kendall has ruined the name for me, but I still use it.
Insert your own jokes.
I use it every night. And so, like, this is the first time ever I went to a place of, are me and Tom Upgrady the same person?
And he does too. We know how much he loves homemade avocado ice cream. That's literally all he eats for a cheat item is avocado ice cream.
Which is sad.
I
That
know.
is sad.
I need his recipe. Give it
Stop
to me.
it.
I want it.
I will disown
Dairy
you.
free
I
and
also-
low sugar. I got it right here if you want it.
I do want it.
Ripe avocados, cashews, then you've got dates and coconut water, resulting in a creamy, healthy,
dates.
chocolate-flavored dessert.
I have all of those ingredients
Do you?
at home.
Okay.
Let me upgrady.
Tom?
Tom?
Stop.
This is the first time Tom's done something that I go, I like him.
Tom?
Tom?
That's not a good sign.
It's not
When
great.
Brittany goes, this is a great idea.
This is great. Call me Brittany Upgrady.
No.
It's not great. Hey, guys, you think that Tom Upgrady is the hottest thing that's ever hit these online waves? Tell us in the comment section because Hot to Go is on the YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, send to a friend.